Cleveland might not be the prettiest place on earth, but it's real. A no bullshit joint. You can feel and see the history everywhere. It hasn't been all covered up and forgotten.
That's nice. A nice head, man, right there. Some appendages or something, you know?
For hundreds of years, people in Cleveland have worked through the cold, the heat, the smoke, through rich times and poor times. People in Cleveland know that in order to make anything good, you have to work. My work is art.
I didn't even know I could make a living at art until like a high school art teacher said, you know what, Megalis? You can make a living at this. The thing about art that drives me is that it is your personal views, what you believe, what you feel, and it may be abstract and may not initially make any sense. I mean, there's a cell phone there, there's something. I mean, I don't know exactly what is happening. But these are things that I sort of start and then go back into and noodle maybe for a couple days and then put them away. I'll experiment, I'll play, and I'll put it out there.
I think just by having my studio in a 120-year-old ex-elevator factory near Lake Erie makes me feel the history and work ethic of Cleveland. And I think it's reflected in my work. I've had to learn to hustle hard to find my buyers and create a collector's base. So I get a call today for a new commission. Skidmark Garage.
Hey, Brian, what's up?
The owner, Brian, says he's looking for a big kick-ass wall piece. I love everything about motorcycles, so I'm down for this commission.
Whoa, man. Brian, what's up, man?
What's going on, Tom?
Yeah, good to see you, man. Thanks for letting me come into the joint. Here it is. It's like heaven.
I thought if I started a community motorcycle garage, people could come in with their old bikes and learn how to fix them themselves, because if they're riding them, they're going to break, and they need to know how to fix them, and so this is the place to learn. Since I opened the garage, I was always hoping to have, like every couple months, like a featured artist who would hang some kind of paintings around or something, and so I'm kind of hoping that this does even more. It needs to be big, and it needs to be dirty and rad and rusty and Cleveland.
That's perfect. I'm your guy.
I guess I would say use all the parts you can use to make something totally bizarro that is going to leave a lasting impression on everybody that walks through the door. Something that is unique and unlike anything else that I've ever seen. And, you know, give him free reign, because the dude's, he's a madman, so let him run wild with it.
So this is your parts graveyard.
Yeah, this is the wall of parts.
Look, we got engines, we got seats, chains.
Chains can be used.
Because honestly, some of these things are different metals, so
Right.
you know, can you weld? I don't know some of that, Brian. You know, well, Mike's gonna figure out how we can attach it. I'm gonna figure out like kind of how it looks.
We got carburetors, we got shocks. Lots of headlights, lots of turn signals. I've got handlebars. And I even have some actual full-on frames.
This is what I'm starting to envision, Brian. You know, some lights for eyes, and just kind of, you know, incorporating the frame so it's a big, massive head. These are on display. These aren't for like taking, are they? Now they kind of got a sense of this. Probably going to pull some pieces down and kind of start to form, or I'll take some pictures and then start to put it together, and then we'll pull and start to construct. You're gonna have all these different parts or all these different metals that are happening, right? So you gotta figure out how to attach, you know, sort of aluminum to iron.
I think Tom is creating some sort of gigantic like head that is made of motorcycle parts. Rusty, old, unused, otherwise garbage scrap parts.
These are tanks, gas tanks right here. See what I mean? That's a sissy bar that comes down. That's a seat. This is a rim. This isn't a total tire, you know what I mean? The top of the hair is kind of seats. You know, these are two engines.
I mean, I hardly know. I just said, here's all the stuff you can use, and I don't want to limit him because he's so off the wall.
You know what? I looked at some motorcycle part that I made some stuff up, so hopefully this exists. This is like his ticket, $289. That's what it costs to come take a steamship, $289 to America.
I'm a first-generation Greek American. My parents, Nick and Sophia, came from Greece to Warren, Ohio for a better life. But actually, I think that American dream was more for my sister Georgia and I. We were able to go to good colleges, pursue our interests, and I went on to become an artist. My mother was trained early as a young girl to be a seamstress, and I remember looking at her little book there with all the drawings and little pencil sketches of patterns and dresses and writing and the scrawl, the marks, the things she made, the dresses she made, the blouses she made, the big colorful blankets that she made that are still vibrant and wonderful today. You could see the hand and the vision of an artist. But she saw that spark in me and never, ever squashed it. My Greek heritage is always in the mix of things I do.
She was making these for part of her dowry, really, where you can kind of, have things to offer. So this was part of what she brought to America. The colors are so vibrant, man. It's like, they're still like, it looks like they were just done like this, recently. So her spirit and her energy is just continuing. And, so I think, that says that whatever you put out, on your time on Earth, if you do it right, continues. Well, it's all out of motorcycle parts, like just chains, engine parts, fenders, just everything's on this head. It's like a 16-foot head.
Yeah.
And Mike Moritz, you met Mike, Mike, yeah, he's put it together. Look around, Zach, see if you can find something good for me. This is amazing to me that people don't see this stuff as beautiful. Man, look, see, we got still a box of parts. And these are, these are things we collected like a week ago or a few days ago. And now it's a matter of putting them back to where, you're inspired by it initially. And then we took a picture of it. And now it's kind of recreating and trying to capture that moment, but make it make some sense.
There you go.
Oh, that's go. I almost went over.
One of the bodies.
That's a beautiful patina.
That's all we do. My brother paints, I paint, I make music. I feel like that's what he wanted though. Because it was art supplies. That wasn't, they didn't give me a football or a baseball. They gave me a paintbrush,
You can do it. And there is nothing wrong with it, man.
Yeah.
It's your vision, it's your art. You can sell it.
It's cool, but in the new world, you have to figure out how to make it work. And he's adapted. He's figured it out.
I think you're right. This is that's the nose. So I had it. I probably had it down. We need to add. We'll just get some space. That's all.
And we're moving. We're moving down the street. Skidmark's moving in July, just a couple blocks. And so the lounge is going to be larger, the stage is going to be larger place, and so we're going to make sure that Tom's artwork is the centerpiece of the lounge.
I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna work every single day. Not because I have to, just because I love to and I need to. If you're starving as an artist, then maybe you're not marketing, you're not going deep enough, you're not connecting enough, you're not networking enough, you're not hungry enough, or you have a second job. I love selling art, and I love getting commissions to make a living.
The attention to detail of a silversmith is really what I bring to architectural metal fabricating. This right here is a grid armature for all the parts to be attached to. So this is the beginning of it. How do you hold all these little pieces, parts, some of them together? And some of them are aluminum, some are, let's say, magnesium, maybe rusty sheet metal, and they don't necessarily like to be welded together.
Yeah, we haven't entirely figured out how we're going to transport it. You know, hey man, that's the least of our problems. It's starting to come together though. It's changed from the sketch to make it more expressive. And you know, since COVID, things have changed. So our guy here has changed. He's a little more kind of wide-eyed, shocked, gaping mouth. So then the idea is, you know, laying this out, and then, you know, Mike's gonna, that's his expertise. He's gonna figure out how to attach all this. I think the hope that I have when people see this on the wall is, well, first, wow, that's cool. I mean, that's kind of a stupid reaction, but that's what you do want. Like, wow. Or even if they don't say anything, to go up and look at it and kind of go, that's, yeah, I like that. I'm sure that some people are going to hate it, but that's good too, right? What we don't want, honestly, is just in the middle, where people just walk past it and don't even look at it, don't even see it. Then it's like, wow, what a waste. What a waste of time. The next phase of this is going to be starting to weld it. But I need some more parts. I got to get some more.
So we got it wedged up there now, so I can paint it. It's in my studio now. There's something that's cool about seeing these motorcycle parts, but now painted these different colors. If that's the outside, if that's the white of the eye, and that becomes the iris in there, the pupil,
So now I'm doing the spokes kind of whitish of the white of the eye. Let's just see how much color I can add, you know, and still have fun with it, but still have it retain a face. It's a business, right? I mean, it's like how we all treat our creative lives. I think we want to have it support us somehow. So figure out how to do it, man. You have to constantly be creating. There's no doubt about it. I mean, yeah, I think you have to constantly be making art. It's like a balance between commissions, things that I create here that eventually will sell, but it may be 5 months, a year. If you just do one piece and wait for it to do something, it may never happen. The worst thing you can do, I think, as an artist or a creative person is to sit and think about stuff. You're doomed. It's kind of wild, you know? Like, that's the thing about this. It's like you look at it and go, yeah, kind of like, this thing could almost work as gray. And then you're like, no, well, no, we're not going to do that. You know, sometimes it's really like ballsy to go, I'm not going to put any color on it. Nothing. Just gray. You know how like cars look sometimes when you like paint a car and you're like, man, that gray primer looks pretty badass. And then you go, well, it's going to look better candy red though. And then later you're like, maybe I should have left it flat gray. It's right there, so we'll wheel it right out here. All right. And then this thing will lift and just hang. So, yeah, it'll hang on the.
It won't like.
Holy shit! I can't believe it, man. It's like it's all working out so far.
It's as weird as the members of the garage, and when it's hanging, it's going to be nothing but a piece that people talk about.
Get some weight on it, yeah.
It's stuck there. Oh, I got it. Ready? It's coming towards you.
Yeah. All right. Holy shit. When I sell art, I get excited.
You got a gas line just to the right side. Okay, so you're like 6 inches away from it on your starboard.
There's always going to be accidents or problems, right? You can freak out and go, oh, this sucks, it's ruined. Or you could say, all right, let's work with this. It's an opportunity to do something different.
It's gonna want to fall this way, it's gonna do this. We have to get it just right.
You know, you got to try. You have to try to help and, you know, and help make the world better. You show up here at the studio sick. You show up with my eye was bad. You show up. You freaking show up, man, because it is work and it's how you make a living.
Boy, it feels good to have Motorhead finally finished and up on his throne. But I think every project has its own built-in challenges. I mean, if it was easy, how fun would that be? The joy is in the process, not the finish. I know people say that all the time, but man, it's true, really. I had to deal with some new materials I hadn't played with before, and I usually work alone. So this project forced me to work outside of myself and collaborate. If you have an art project, small, big, personal, a commission, if it's flat or dimensional, don't overthink it. Just jump in and have fun. I mean, it's just artwork.